Mansfield, Connecticut man was so bombed when he left his house that he forgot that he left his kid like at home.
Oh no.
The problem is he drives to the store and he goes into the store, shops and everything, comes out, and this guy is like so out of it that when he comes out and goes to his car, he's thinking like, "Oh my gosh, my kid's not here. My kid's not in the car." So he calls 911. State troopers show up. They're looking for this missing child. The dude's name was Colby Parker. And the state troopers and everything, they're looking everywhere for this kid, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? They like, you know what I mean? It's like a big deal. Missing
Big time.
child, dude. So, like, as they're looking for this kid, you know, the next stage of it is like you go to your house, regroup, like find out where the kid was going. So they get to the house and the kid is just chilling there. You know what I mean? So the guy is that bombed. He completely forgot that he even brought the kid. So it was the second time he went to that store. So I think this is where the mix-up was. Earlier that day, he showed up, shopped. He was on camera with the kid and everything. The second time he showed up, he wasn't with the kid. So I think that's where like his brain like got like scrambled.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say that it might have been drugs between more drugs from the first to second stop that kind of washed away some of the memory.
And it was the same store twice. So how forgetful is this dude? You know what I mean?
Bro.
He forgets the kid, then he's got to go back to the store because he forgot whatever he didn't get on the first run. You know what I mean? Unless, I mean, it was a place called the Price Chopper. I don't know what in Connecticut, if that's like a beer. Like if that's a beer joint, like if it's like how we have, you know, like in supermarkets, we can get beers. I don't know if that's how the Price Chopper is. So I don't know if it was a beer run or if he just forgot something. My money's on both. You know what I mean? He forgot more
Price
beer.
Chopper.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's doing well in life. If he's rushing out to the Price Chopper a couple times a day, probably not the best spot.
Yeah.
So
I would assume you can get nunchucks there.
Dude, this guy, like, they had to send out an Amber Alert and everything.
Oh
like,
my
this is
God.
wild.
Bro,
Also,
and the kid is just sitting at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, bro, like legit, that is your biggest fear of your life. You know what I mean? Like
Kid's gone.
Oh, yo, total nightmare, real come to life. Like, man,
Right.
I mean, having to go through the thought of having a missing kid is punishment enough for like, you know, making the mistake of thinking about a missing kid, you know? Also, I would love to see like how he acted when he realized his kid was at his house.
That you're right. That would have been gold. Well, not surprisingly, Colby is being charged with multiple offenses related to endangering a minor and fucking DUI and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
What a dip.
Yeah, what a
Jesus.
dip is right.
What are you gonna do, man?
Well,
All
I
right.
guarantee that cop was like, "We got another one at Price Cutter again. Here we go."
Yeah, Price Chopper.
Price Chopper.
The Price Chopper again.
Yeah. I bet he called and he's like, "Oh, we got another Price Chopper situation." They're like, "All right, does he have a samurai sword at least?" And they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, okay, thank God. At least not
They're
this
like,
time."
Don't worry, Mike's already in the parking lot. He's there.
Yeah. Nice. All right, good stuff.